Hello, I think it's the afternoon. No, on the dot. It's 2 o'clock on the dot. And it's a Thursday, I think. Yes, Thursday, because The Apprentice was on last night. I saw that, but not. If you saw yesterday's video, you know I didn't see it at 20 to 10 as I hoped to, but sometime after 11:20. I can't remember what else I watched. I know I had the Talking Pictures TV on, and I think there was, Robin's Nest, that was on earlier though. It's a bit of a blur. But this morning I had cereals as usual, and I watched the video that was uploaded recently. I went to bed leaving the laptop on because it was exported into the early hours. It actually crashed. Do you know what happened? I thought it had finished, and instead of it finishing, the whole laptop was shut down. It ran out of battery, so there was about 40 minutes left, and battery just died. So I had to kick it off again, and of course it meant 4 hours from about 1 o'clock, I think. So I just let it export overnight, went to bed, got up quite late, got up. I didn't set the alarm or a time, I just got up after a few hours, and I woke up 2 hours later, and it was 2 hours done. There was 2 hours to go, and then eventually I got up again and uploaded it straight to YouTube. Then I went back to bed again, and half an hour later it was just sitting there waiting to be titled and descriptioned and tagged and dated and end screened, which I did in bed, funny enough, using the mobile app, but I couldn't do the thumbnail. I had to get up and do that. And then I watched it over cereals. When I started watching YouTube, I didn't want to use the laptop. The laptop hasn't been open since the thumbnail, probably around 9 o'clock-ish, I think. So it's been off for about 4 hours, 5 hours. That's good. I thought it was less than that. So I've been editing this morning. I've been watching YouTube, in particular Bill Bailey and his talents on the piano. If you get a chance, if you are on YouTube, look up Bill Bailey Classic FM. I think there's 10 questions. I suggest watching it. It's really good. It's so good on the piano. Then of course it went on to other Bill Bailey videos automatically, and then I had to snap out of it. And I thought, at that time the Canon battery was charging, my mobile phone was charging. So while that was happening, I wasn't transferring files because, as I said, it's all on the laptop, and the laptop's resting right now. So while the charging was taking place, I watched the next episode of The Capture, and it's just finished. And I thought I'd go for a drive just to give the laptop more rest, and then come back and start the edit on yesterday's video. Still using Shotcut. I've got the Twitch, the change Twitch, Oh my god, see what's happening there. So I feel like using DaVinci is needed to when I get back. No, I want to stick with Shotcut because I want to go back. I want to try Mr. Eco's #1 export, custom export. I'm using #2 export, Mr. Eco's #2, and I'm seeing the pixelation still when I go past trees and bushes. So I'm going to try Mr. Eco #1 and then take it from there. Yeah, that's the plan. Go for a drive, come back. I don't need anything, do I? No. Come back, do the edit. Take a break and carry on catching up with the next show. Now, Mondays is Dublin Murders, Tuesdays is the capture because it was shown originally on Tuesdays. Wednesdays, I think, is nothing, possibly. Thursdays is the Japanese one, I still can't remember. I'm not even going to attempt the 2 words, even though there's a J in there. So, therefore, the next one to watch, when I take a 2-hour break from the edit, I'll watch the Japanese drama. And then there's Temple. There is another Temple, as I said before. I didn't know I was behind on 2 temples. I was pretty much up to date. But they must have shown 2 temples back to back. I just don't know when the second will show. I need to find it. I'm curious, that's all. But anyway, I've got a temple to watch. And tonight will be the next Japanese episode. And yes, we're going to go back to catching up on the capture. Yeah. So there's things to watch. I'm gradually catching up. I think my movie pass runs out on the 27th. Today's the 24th. And I think tomorrow is the film I've been waiting for ages. And it's my favourite franchise, give or take, well, apart from one film, #3, which has nothing to do with the first 2. And what's the franchise? Halloween. They made a new film last year, and it's going to come on Now TV tomorrow, I believe. So I'm looking forward to that. Just in time, really. Right, having said all that, I'm off now for the drive. And so the edit begins. It's 20 to 7 and my 2 hours editing are up, so I'm going to take a break and have chili con carne on toast with coffee. Nescafe.
天使さんはノロギテやつを信じるかい？私は信じるね。これね。
That's the Japanese drama. It's called Giri Haji. I'm struggling to remember those words. Giri Haji. I think Giri means duty and Hari means shame, I think. Yeah, so that's the drama that I keep talking about. I keep calling it the Japanese drama because it's I think it's an Anglo-Japanese, I was going to say connection. I don't know if it's about drugs yet, I don't know, but so far it seems to be about opening a war between Yakuza families, and it's very lavishly shot, you know, there's the way it's filmed, quite pacey. I like it so far, it's very interesting, and already I can see elements of, well, I thought it was The Godfather, but then it turns out this protagonist is nothing like Michael Corleone. He's not, in fact he's on the other side of the coin. Anyway, I'm watching that with a bit of chili con carne, and then after that, back to the edit. Right, I'm just loading Shotcut. Having seen the first episode of, I told you I'd struggle with the title. Giri Haji, I think. I've written it down somewhere. Giri Haji, I'm sure it's Giri. Yeah, Giri Haji. It's, yeah, as I said, it's slick, stylish. The only actor I've recognised from it is Kevin MacLeod, but nobody else. There's a couple of faces I've seen before. I think one of them's been in Emmerdale, and I think he played Archie. And the copper in Peaky Blinders. And another actor, but I can't think what. He's been in one of these supporting actors in something, but I can't even name the show. He may have been in a sketch show as well. It doesn't matter. So yeah, watch that, and yeah, slick, stylish. The flash. There's two kinds of flashbacks. There's a flashback in black and white, if it's to do with his brother, and if there's a flashback not to do with but excuse me. Something in my throat. I beg your pardon. And there's another flashback that's not to do with his brother, and it's not black and white, it's cinemascope, you know, letterbox. So it's really stylish. And then there's another flashback. Well, it's not a flash, is it? Well, it is a flashback because somebody's retelling a story, and it's told in animation, like similar to Sin City. Is it Sin City? Sin City. Sin City, I think it's Sin City. Or manga cartoons, that sort of, or manga animations, anime. So it's really good, and they filmed it in busy places like Leicester Square. So kudos to the production team. It's very good, and I can't wait to see the next one. But I have to crack on here, and then of course after this one I have to see Temple, and then it's back to Capture, and no, that's it, just Capture. So I'm behind on Capture only, and of course later on today is Question Time. And of course episode 2 of Giri Haji, I think it's tonight, isn't it? Yeah. Right, so I've got it all recorded in Google Keep, so I don't, so I know where I am. Right, back to the edit. I've just kicked off the export. The time is somewhere after 10. What time is it? Half past 10. Half past 10. And actually I timed it near enough to take a break, so luckily I managed to finish it just a few minutes after. So now I'm going to have a cup of coffee, a couple of rounds of cheese and sandwich spread sandwiches, and a couple of crisps, and crash down and watch Question Time.